Want to know how to stand out online and get noticed more than the competition? Awesome. Then you're in the right place because today I'm going to be talking about how to stand out online and get noticed by your dream clients. That means the other businesses won't even be relevant because you'll be the only clear choice. Hi, I'm Heather, the copywriter, and I help online experts persuade and connect with their audience using copywriting and buyer psychology. And every single training and video I share, or if you're listening on audio, in this audio podcast, I'm going to give you copywriting solutions that you can use and implement right away. I believe in very fast results. I believe in taking action quickly. So again, we're going to go over the secret to standing out and really setting yourself apart from all of the other competition. You're just going to blow your clients away. Okay. Hope you're excited. I'm excited. All right. So the first thing that you need to understand about writing online, don't worry, I'm not going to say know your audience this time. If you listen to my other stuff, you know that's usually the first thing I say. Not this time. The first thing that you need to understand is that businesses are like superheroes. And here's what I mean. I want you to think right now of all the different superheroes you can. Think of the big superhero universes. I don't want to say them in case I don't know what's copyrighted. I don't want to get in trouble. The big, cinematic superhero universes. You know, the two big ones I'm talking about. I want you to think of all the different superheroes that are in, those two cinematic universes, right? Then let's go on and think about all the books that have superheroes in them and all the comics that have superheroes in them and all of the imaginations of the children around the world who have superheroes in them. Now, businesses are like superheroes because they all have their strengths, their weaknesses, and their personalities. Does that mean that we don't love watching one superhero more or less than another? No, we love watching superheroes do their thing and work through their battles and fight their struggles and win, right? And your business is the same way. Your business is a superhero, and so are all the other businesses. There's enough cinematic availability for all of them. And if it's not on the cinema, there's space for them in a book or in a TV show or even in an imagination. The point that I'm trying to make here is that each of our businesses are unique and each of us has a different story to tell, a different perspective, a different experience. We have all of these things that make our business so unique. So I just want you even to think about writers for a moment. There are so many different writing styles, and my writing style might not be a great fit for someone else's business. The same way another copywriter style wouldn't be a good fit for the clients that I take on. And even if they are, even if there's 10 copywriters who are exactly like me, which is not possible, but who have a similar style, I can only take on so many clients. They can only take on so many clients. And so there's space for everyone. Now, I know that can get frustrating when there's a lot of businesses online and you're like, but what if a client chooses that copywriter instead? Well, the reality is there's enough clients for all of us. We just have to learn how to speak the right language and attract enough for us. And whoever we can't fit then into our schedule, we get to bless another copywriter with. We get to share the love and keep spreading it all. There's enough business for you. There's enough business for me. But what's most important is learning how to connect to your audience and attract the right people, right? So that brings me to my next point. Not as smoothly as some of my others, but that's okay. My next point is that people will buy multiple products or service in the same niche. It's very, very, very common. Again, I'll use myself as an example. Do you want to know how many copywriting courses I've taken? The answer is a lot. A lot. I consider myself a pretty decent expert at copywriting, but man, there's something about a writing course that I'm such a sucker for. I love seeing how different people do it. I love seeing how they put things together. And even though it's the field that I'm in, I still buy many copywriting courses. So one customer can still pay many different businesses because each of those businesses give a different perspective, right? So you want to stand out online, you want to stand out against the competition, you really have to bring your perspective and your fire and your experience and your stories. And then when you do that, you're going to attract all these amazing customers who are excited to hear business from your perspective, right? You know, they want to hear what it's like to be a single mom who started their own business and scaled it to multiple seven figures, right? They also want to hear the perspective of, you know, a corporate woman who worked full time, but then started her business after, you know, working not 20 hour days, but who after working 8-hour days and then was able to build her business in an hour every night, and how she marketed and how she did that. There are so many ways to run a business, which means there's so many clients out there. There's so many different people to attract. People buy multiples of things. What you need to focus on when you're writing, again, is your perspective, your stories, and you're just like, The problem that I see a lot of people running into when they're not standing out is when they're trying so hard to be like someone else. Do not try to be the next Amy Porterfield. Amy Porterfield's Amy Porterfield. You try to be the next best you and share your perspective. Because I'll give you another idea about this. When a business grows really big, sometimes they forget what it's like to just start out, right? And so because they're at a different level in their business, they can sometimes forget what it's like to be at the very beginning. So we need businesses that cater to every single stage of a business, you know? So, I mean, I've watched a business owner that I know go from teaching the lower level beginning marketing, and now she doesn't do that anymore, and she scaled up to teaching, you know, here's how to hit your second your second million, here's how to, etc., right? Well, that means there's now more space available for all the people who would like to teach the lower levels. Okay, I'm talking a lot, so I'm going to make my last point really fast. Remember 10-minute copywriting tips. Okay. The right people will work with you when you use language to connect with them instead of language to speak at them. What people really want more than anything is someone who can say, I see you, I can help you. They really want connection. So when you're getting online, when you're showing your face, when you're being very genuine, people absolutely love it. They love you being you, and they're more likely to work with you because of that connection. Big brands right now are struggling to find a voice and be more personable. So you actually have a really good leg up on a lot of the competition because you are a person. And so you have all these wonderful stories to sell. You can connect very easily to your audience. You don't have to come up with this, you're not a brand that has to come up with this like personable persona, right? So you're at actually a really great advantage of saying, I can really connect with my community. I can share the stories of what I've been through. I can share my perspective, you know, very easily. And that is what really, really excites clients. Really love hearing what you have to say and your methods for it. So really focus on your stories and connecting with your audience and listening to your audience. When someone asks you a question, some of the best content you can ever create is answers to those questions. And use your clients and your audience's names when you're talking. You know, I heard, you know, so-and-so posted this question. Oh my gosh, how great does your community feel? Your community will respond so well to you. They love your attention, right? They're like, oh my gosh, so-and-so paid attention to me. They love that. And I mean it. So few businesses do that right now. They're so focused on how can I be the most profitable in the shortest amount of time. If you really want to stand out, really focus on connection first. Okay, that's all the time I have for today. Check in soon for another 10-minute copywriting tip. And if you have a question you want me to answer, put it in the comments wherever you are, shoot me a message and let me know. All right, bye.